Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Europa Universalis IV, where we are playing Castile. This is the beginner-friendly series, and we are trying to learn how to beat the Mamelukes. This war against the Mamelukes has been raging for quite some time. It started in 1488, and it is now 1516. They are just 2% away from being able to force a peace. I don't know if the AI necessarily does that very often, but they are getting awfully close, and unfortunately we are really starting to sink in debt. I did at the end of the last session check to see what the Mameluke economic situation is, and the easy way you can do this is if you go to the score comparison and then the admin rating, and then if you hover over Castile, it will show, for example, loans, minus 0.28. That means that we have 14 loans. You get 0.05 loan penalty for every loan that you've taken. No, that's wrong. It's basically double that score to the loans you have. That's what I'm trying to say. So 0.2. However, the Mamelukes have no such penalty, which means the Mamelukes have taken no loans. They are not even hurting at all. Well, 0.28 is 0.14. You just take away the 0 point and then you have 14. That's what I'm trying to say. Basically, half of that number is the number of loans they have. And there we go, 14 loans. Proof's in the pudding. We are 3,000 in debt already. I'm really wondering if we should just piece this out, because we are starting to hurt economically pretty badly. We're already paying 9 ducats a month in interest. We could try to raise another mercenary army. They are on low. This is going to be as good a deal as we are going to be able to get. Primarily because the war score is so bad. They've not yet taken Malaga. We could potentially beat them in a battle here and stack wipe another army, which would reduce the strength of their army relation to us. This is annoying because this would require us to hire more mercenaries, which of course is also expensive. So what is the absolute minimum that we could do it with? Probably the Swiss Guard, which would give us 27,000 against their 22,000. That would be another 400 ducats. I think that might be worth it. Alright, we'll hire the Swiss Guard in Toledo. We'll wait until they arrive. We're going to make sure that our navy is blockading this strait so they can't escape. And we're going to go back down to speed 3. We're going to defeat this army, hopefully in good time, and then try to piece them out. We'll just have to swallow what it is they take. And also they have another 13,000 men there, so I think we did this at just the right time. It is going to take a bit of time for the Swiss Guard to arrive, then it will take even more time for them to actually gain morale. The Bascoli are no longer available, neither are the Almogavars, nor the Gascon Musket Company. Oh no, the Gascon Musket Company is now available. We have a decision, the Blasphemy Act. Tolerance of heretics goes down and missionary strength goes up. So if we had heretic religion in our provinces, so for example Protestantism, Reformed, Orthodoxy, Hussite, or Coptic, then those provinces would begin to get more revolt risk. However, we don't have any of those. We are very largely homogeneously Catholic, so we are going to take that decision because the extra missionary strength is quite good for us. Although we do have a bit of uprising risk in Gibraltar, but that's mostly because it is occupied territory right now. Hopefully these guys arrive just before the end of October. They do. So we can merge. Well, we can't merge them, but we can have you guys ready. So minus 21. So thankfully Malaga has a really good fort defense, which means that this is going to be taking them a while. How are the Mamelukes doing for manpower? That's another good question. Mamelukes still have 47,000 manpower available. Although they will definitely have to lose a bit shortly. Now, where can I leave my army? We can leave you in Jean. Or Sevilla. We'll go down to Sevilla. And the longer I leave them sieging this, the stronger we become in comparison. We are losing 13 ducats a month at the moment because of the mercenary maintenance. And we do have, yeah, more taxes raised. We are in the Age of Reformation, which means the war taxes are no longer free. So we really want to get this war over and done with soon. And I think it's probably time for us to attack. Are we Miltech equivalent? We're 10. I think they might be 9. They are. So we are slightly ahead. But they do have that absolutely mean Tier 3 commander. So I think we're going to risk waiting one more month and then hit them in February. Yeah, we are subsidizing colonial nations, but the colonial stuff I want to keep going at full cost. I'd much rather swallow the interest and the loan payment because, like, the reason that we're going to be strong in the future is our colonial holdings. So we need to continue investing heavily in that. And this war is definitely not conducive to this. Okay, so Hispaniola is on their way in again. You're going to go and kill them. That's going to be good. And now we have to attack here. Hopefully before that fort flips. And then these two, hopefully you can kill that. Okay, so they're on a -2 because Malaga is still our fort. We have 4.9 morale to their 4.4. So we actually have significantly more. Our infantry front line is actually going to be quite strong thanks to the Swiss Guard. They have the extra 5% discipline. We are Miltech ahead of them. They do have more discipline than we do, unfortunately, overall, which is giving them a tiny bit more tactics. However, we have a very nicely balanced army. We have a lot of infantry in the front line. We have a decent number of cavalry on the flanks. However, they have very little artillery and very little cavalry. So this is a poor army. Unfortunately, they do have an excellent general, a 6.523. Ouch. To our 2.43. Thankfully, fire is still not that great. This is still very much going to be about shock. But they're going to do some damage during the fire phase. But we simply outnumber them. So this should be a really good result for us. We kill them. You're going to be sieging that back again. That's good. And then Hispaniola is coming to reinforce us. Now what we could do, if we were feeling sneaky, which I am, is destroy that army, then let the crossing open up again. In fact, we could go into Ceuta and try and destroy that army. And there we go, that's a stack wipe. So we have almost 20,000. They have another ridiculously good general. I think I'm going to give this a tick. Actually, what we could do is get Gibraltar back, put the ships into port, and see if they try to cross. Ah, they didn't take the bait. They're going to Fez, they're leaving. Okay, I think this is now peacetime. So we have gained a bunch of war score for that victory. And the war score difference is now 9 to 47. We were on a 12 earlier, never mind. So if we conceded defeat, they would say no. Oh no, that's us demanding conceding. Oh, Dulcadir is still not out. I totally forgot about these tenacious sods. Can we concede defeat to Dulcadir? We could give them war reparations and that would piece them out. And that would be just enough. Oh no, it wouldn't. Will not betray their ally for gold. They still have their ridiculous fierce negotiator. How old is he? I know we've been kind of waiting for this guy to bite the bullet for quite a long time. He's 69. He is not going to last much longer. No, we're staying in. Except for the minus 15 ducats a month, which I cannot afford with these mercenaries. Curious about where they're going. If I can catch you in Fez, I will. Our fort in Malaga is going to be retaking Gibraltar. Okay, so we can catch you in Fez, which unfortunately is mountains. 21,000 against 13. If I can destroy this army, that would be a big deal. We had the month tick over, so we have full morale. And there we are, -2. Let's see what we can do. We do outnumber them almost 2 to 1. I'm going to take heavy casualties here, but we'll be piecing out soon. Come on, win the fight. God damn it. Why are you so strong? Plus, of course, their general. Oh, they had a second army here. That's why they were so strong. Didn't even see them. He will die after I peace out. Yeah, I'm well aware of this. Alright, let's put you back out to sea. So that they don't try and get that crossing again, because there's no way I can fight them a second time. And that has just made the war score worse again. However, we're not paying a huge amount in costs right now, probably because the mercenaries aren't very big. Although I thought that was just a standard cost. It doesn't change. Mercenary 0. Oh, mercenary company 2.4. Oh, it does change depending on their size. Interesting. Oh, I didn't realise. I mean, the other thing which could win us this war is if somebody else declared war on the Mamelukes. Somebody around who might possibly be able to do some damage to the Mamelukes at this point while they're so badly distracted. Yeah, I'm actually really surprised that you don't have to pay for the mercenaries. And this is going to eat into their manpower reserve. But so it goes. We're now paying 9 ducats a month. Mercenary payments are only 4, so we're actually -5 just standardly. We could reduce army maintenance for our regular forces, and seeing as we're not fighting right now, I think we kind of have to. And now the Crusaders ended too. Or is that just because we're on low maintenance? Well, regardless, I cannot afford it, so fine. All the colonists are still active, although we only actually have 2 colonists going right now. We could definitely do with having a 4th. A 3rd, rather. I can count. Rio is still building. Ceara is still building, but you, Pernambuco, is now finished. So what I'm going to do is, Ceara, I'm going to recall you, which gives us another colonist, which hopefully we can send to Rio Grande, which is that crazy high development province, with the El Dorado. And we could actually boost you even further. And in this one province, that might actually be worth doing. Although, by the looks of things, the highest we would get is a... don't know, we could send somebody from Sevilla or Cadiz. Sevilla could be worthwhile. It's a centre of trade, so building up development there is going to be cheap anyway. You know what? I'm going to expel the minorities from Sevilla. We're expelling Andalusians. I'm not even sure why we can do this. Oh, Andalusian, not Castellan. That would be why. So yeah, Sevilla. We're going to expel the Sevilla. Going to make you into Castellan. Just for this one province. This isn't something I would ordinarily do because I don't actually like expel minorities that much. But that will suffice. Alright, Dulkadir, come on. Aladdin. It's Aladdin! That's why we're losing. They have a genie on their side. That's not fair. Remember, expel doesn't change the originating province anymore, doesn't it? Oh, okay. I know that it costs you the development from that province. So have they really just made that rubbish? It's just a way of transferring development from your homeland to the colonies. Tupinamba people request Catholic conversion. We have always made our policy to propagate trade between our good people and the strange peoples of the New World. As of late, however, the Tupi traders have come to us, asking not for food or medical supplies, but for symbols and tools of worship of the Catholic faith, and many are even requesting to be ordained as priests so that they may spread the faith amongst their entire tribe. If we accept, we'll be united with the Tupi people in faith, but we risk angering the more traditional animist members of their tribe. Yeah, welcome them to the faith. They gain aggressiveness and ferocity, but we have troops there, so that's fine. We are still losing money, but that's probably because of the mercenaries. Excuse me. Unfortunately, we are also having to maintain these heavy ships and the galleys, which is also costing us money. I mean, there are quite a few money-saving things that we can do after this, which we are going to have to do. Alright, you're almost at 30 days. So, which one was it? Oh, Bahia is also done now. So I can take troops from either of those. So Sierra hasn't actually got a garrison. Oops. Oh, and in fact, I can't be having low maintenance because I need to keep on fighting the natives. So we kind of got to keep at that level. And it's only costing me so much right now because we are doing reinforcements, because we actually have spare manpower. Then you can go down to Bahia, and then you can go and send those down to Rio Grande do Sul. And then we also need to have troops in Rio de Janeiro. Wow, I've been really lax in sending troops out. My bad. Send you there, it's more expensive. We're about to take another loan. I really don't want to, but Aladdin is refusing to die. He's 70! 70! Come on! How have you got a 70-year-old 551? Genies, that's how. He's a 70-year-old fierce negotiator, charismatic negotiator, Midas touched. Be more stubborn in the surrender of war, negotiate better peace deals. It's like a double whammy. It's horrible. And yeah, we are definitely going to have to drop the maintenance just a tad so I can actually afford this. Bankruptcy incoming? I don't know. Did I hear about nobody being able to attack Holland in the multiplayer yesterday because you'd dev the provinces so high they couldn't deal with the AE? Yes. I was really concerned actually for that multiplayer that Mindboy would just come in and take it. I was thinking I may have done something really unfair here because Mindboy might be able to basically double his nation strength because I developed up so high. Oh, that's a nice Holland too. But apparently that plan kind of worked. Because my intention was to make Holland difficult to take. And I think I succeeded in this. Alright, I know that there is another army out here somewhere. Where are they? Oh, are they in Africa? No. You're there. You're there. Ah, you're up here. Okay. So those are the guys that I need to go and pick up. Apparently we have another one somewhere else. Oh, here. And you've stopped because you don't have a conquistador. Oh! Well, that needs to be fixed. And we also need a name, although we are not using patrons right now because I've already used them all this month. So we are on to Mr. Husky. On to the subscribers. Who's actually quite good. Please, by all means, continue. Oh! Well, that sucks. Well, actually, our transports are coming north anyway. So we'll just need to get you to pick those guys up, send you to the colonial nations, you get unexiled, and then move them around. And now we are going to be taking a loan. How much of a contribution is Dolkadir actually giving to this? So part of the reason that they feel so strong is relative strength of alliances +5. So getting Dolkadir out of this is probably worth 5 war score. Granada would just be released. They'd still be quite vulnerable to being attacked. However, I would have a truce with them. So I couldn't immediately go in, so it's a bit dangerous because somebody like Aragon could steal it. I really don't want to pay another loan. No, that's it. Dulcador, you've bested me. Ah, how annoying. I would rather give you more money and not give up Navarra. I mean, the alliance with France we can probably get back again, although not being allied to France and being this weakened right now has put a giant target on our back. Alicante will give back to Aragon, fine. Why can't I increase money? There we are. The shift left click isn't helping. What's concessions other than gold? You've got concessions other than gold. I'm giving up Alicante. Ah, screw you guys. We're waiting this out. You're asking too much. And I am again going to disband the mercenaries. Do we have any rebel risk? No. That should save us a bit of cash. No, we are not getting trade company investments. Absolutely not! I saw your troops. They're over here in Fazan. New trade good. Rio de Janeiro is producing coffee. I mean, I'd prefer tea, but I guess it can be sold to those gormless enough not to understand what a truly good drink is. Octavian. 30 deaf provinces in the Hatchery get you 60 AE with the same culture, so Mindboy had to conquer the rest of the culture and lose all the AE from that. Oh, okay. Coffee's not a horrible one. Oh, that was Rio de Janeiro. Current price is 3. Coffee sells well, it's just good business. Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of waiting for the day that the Mamelukes just come marching in via France. Because that would be very annoying. Foreign quarter in Leon. For a long time, foreign merchants have been settling in Leon to better conduct trade with our country. However, the intensified activity in the Sultanate of Morocco, the quarter has grown into a city of its own. This is not without problems. Our own citizens are complaining that the Moroccan community is growing at their expense. They demand we impose harsher rules on these foreign merchants and curtail their activities outside of this foreign quarter. So we can encourage free growth of trade, and we get a dev cost reduction in the goods produced, or we say we respect the wishes of the good men of Leon, and it gains trade power instead. This is for 10 years. Goods produced in Leon. That's Lugo. There's Leon. It is a centre of trade, so benefiting from the trade power would be good. And it is in the Sevilla trade node, which you can see down there. And it produces cattle, which is not the most valuable. Right now, Morocco is a rival, so... No! We respect the wishes of the good men of Leon. Oh, and I can feel like I can increase my maintenance again a tiny bit. Just so I don't get stomped during an uprising. Alright, so let's send you to Havana. In fact, we could just drop you off in Florida. I think that might be a better plan. Although I would like to know much more about Mexico. No, we'll go back to Borrado. Alright, put you back in the ships. Send you here. You and Borado. Noble family feud. Violence amongst the leading families within the state is never far from the surface. Recently, two noble families have quarrelled in Cordoba, where the dispute has become so heated that the two parties seem set to raise arms against each other unless we settle the issue. So we can settle it and lose Diplo, we can let them fight it out and they gain an autonomy, or we can just have 8 regiments rise up in Cordoba. I think I'm going to let them rise in Cordoba. I'm also going to hire a couple more infantry just so we actually have a full front line. This army should be good enough. And we'll need to decide this in like January. Which also means we need morale. Because of course we do. I mean, right now we do actually have a front line. No, we don't. We'll lose a couple. Royal marriage with Naples has ended. We have gained the crusade again because we're at full morale once more. Alright, so royal marriage with Naples first of all. And then we're going to side with one family. Oh hey, they started low morale as well. We outnumber them 2-1. We have a general, they do not. And our allies are coming in, as I kind of hoped they would, being, you know, right next door. Okay, so that was definitely the right move. So we're going to drop the army maintenance again. We're going to return to Toledo. Although actually Cordoba is a pretty... oh no, it's not. It's not nearly as high supply as I thought it was. We could get another expansion idea, although I think I would much rather get the admin so we can get back on time with that. We're almost caught up again, which is quite nice. Still frickin' Aladdin! Ah! Come on! Okay, so you can continue your search for the Holy Grail, or whatever it is you're looking for. And then we can go and pick up these troops to make sure that we have a garrison in all of our new provinces. Florinomics in full force. Yeah, usually I wouldn't go this deep against an AI, especially as this is such a non-factor war. But I don't want to give up the things that they are demanding from me. I really want somebody else to declare war on them, because that would fix all of our issues. The growth of our colony in Pambuco has always been closely associated with the natural harbour in the area, and over time the province has come to act as something of a local trade hub. As the settlement has grown in importance of its port, the settlement has come to act as the entrepot for the entire region, and foreign as well as local traders go there to conduct their trade. Oh, Pambuco becomes a level 2 centre of trade for free? Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome. And that's in colonial Brazil node, so we do need to be building Brazil up a bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh! Rio Grande is in Brazil. I thought it was in La Plata. Oh, okay. So once I have finished all 5 of these, that's going to be colonial Brazil formed. Oh, sweet. I thought I was going to have to build 2 colonies down there, but as it turns out, I don't. So you need to go to Rio de Janeiro. Okay. Why is my economy so bad? Because I'm in this freaking war I can't peace out of. Because Aladdin, the 71-year-old fierce negotiator, refuses to peace out. Once I get... Seriously?